Alright guys, today I'm going to install the Cleaver clutch lever on my V-Star 650, show you the differences and exactly what it does.
Mike's Garage.
Alright guys, so here's the Cleaver, is what it's called. It's the new clutch lever. Alright, and you notice it's altered just a little bit, new hole drilled in through for the clutch cable. And I'll show you how it works and what it does. Alright, so here's the clutch lever. This is the old clutch lever that's already installed on my bike. Now the one thing about this is when you pull it all the way through, you're depressing the clutch. Alright, so you're engaging the clutch. But what's going on is that when I let it go, when I let it go, when I let it go, it's not doing anything, not doing anything, not doing anything. Finally it starts to grip. This last about 10% is when it starts to engage the clutch so that you can, disengage the clutch so that you can get it to go. What the Cleaver does is it gives it more room where it starts disengaging the clutch right about here, so it's a little bit easier to ride, and I'll show you how to install this. Alright, so our first step is we're going to remove this right here. Alright, this nut, if you can see it, it's a 10mm, and that's the pivot bolt. And we'll go ahead and remove that and pull the pivot pin out. So now that we've taken the bolt off, we're going to go ahead and push the pivot pin out. Let's see, make that focus. Alright, so there we are. So this is the pivot pin. We're going to go ahead and take it, just push it out. See there, right there? Go ahead and take that out. And then there's a little rubber boot right here. We're going to go ahead and pull it off. There's a rubber boot. I just pulled it off. And then we're going to unscrew this here, okay? So now when we unscrew this, we're going to get it to line up. Let's see if we can get this to focus. There we go. So it's going to get it to line up here. Right there. It's probably still a little bit out of focus, and I apologize for that. Now since the pivot bar is out, what we're going to do is we're going to line that up just like I told you, and I'm going to go ahead and just pull on this. And it pops right out like that. And then I can just slide out that clutch cable like so. Alright, and then there's that right there. Go ahead and put it like this, and I'm going to take the cable out of the clutch lever. And I'm probably going to do this with two hands. But you can kind of see exactly how to take it out just like that. Alright, so I just slid it out just like that. Alright, so now this is what it looks like. Alright, so now we're going to take this bushing off and put it in the new Cleaver. And I do want to show you what the two of them look like together. Put them on the ground here. You can see the difference there. See, there's the new hole. I'm going to turn it upside down. See, there's the factory hole here. And there's an additional hole there, and that's where we're going to be putting the new clutch lever. Alright, so here's the pivot bushing. Alright, and here's the new. I'm going to just stick it in there just like that. And reinstall it the way that we just took it out. But we're just going to put the clutch cable in there instead of in that hole. Alright, so we're going to reinstall the clutch lever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to turn this over. And here's the clutch cable here. And I'm going to put it in that far hole like that. Alright, now I'm going to flip it over. Okay. We're going to put the pivot sleeve in there. We're going to pull it, push it in. It's reinstalled. We're going to put the pivot bolt back in it and then screw it on, and that's it. It's installed. And then we just have to readjust this here, and we're good to go. Now when we go to adjust this here, we want to tighten this up, and we want to just make sure there's just a little bit of play left, so that when the clutch gets all nice and warm, that it'll go ahead and give it some room to adjust itself. There's got to be about 3/8 inch, 1/4 inch of play, and that's it. One last thing. So this right here, it's a little bit there. That's the perfect adjustment. You want to see when it actually grips the cable. It's got to be about 1/8 to 1/4 inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch. But take it out, ride it, and adjust it if you need to. That's one of the easiest things I can say, because that's what I just did. I just drove it and just adjusted it as needed. And now it's perfect. And I can tell you now that instead of when it's depressed, it was engaging right there, the drive, now it's way back here. So it's definitely better as far as taking off and switching gears. So I am now enjoying this, and for only a few bucks, I think $44 is what I paid for this. It's well worth it. Thanks, guys.